Homemaking can feel overwhelming when you're first starting out. Do you need to have a spotless home? Do you have to have a Pinterest ready pantry? Not at all. But today I want to share with you what homemaking really is and the simple steps that you can take as a beginner, even a woman who is not yet married, to create peace and order in your home. And whether you're single, you're newly married, or you're preparing for family life, this is for you. Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jumoke Win. I'm your favorite femininity coach and women's mentor. In Titus 2, verse 4, I believe, it says, y'all know I'm all about this Titus 2. It says, older women are called to teach the younger women to love their husbands, love their children, and to be busy at home. Okay, so homemaking is not outdated. It is a biblical thing. It's about creating an environment where love, faith, and peace can thrive. And when you care for your home, you're really caring for the people that God has entrusted you with. But before we continue, I think it's important that I clear up the difference between homemaking and housekeeping. Okay, it's similar, right? They have some intersections, but it's not the same. Housekeeping is just about chores. Okay, that's just cleaning, that's just laundry, cooking, right? But homemaking is more about the atmosphere that you set. It's the tone, it's the warmth, it's the vision that you have for your family. And think of it this way: housekeeping is what you do, but homemaking is how you make people feel. Because a lot of times, as women who are homemakers and stay-at-home moms, it can be really easy to get caught up in the home, right? The home has to look this way, it has to be spotless, and then you find yourself always yelling at your kids. You made a mess, oh this, oh that, and you really start to get a little bit too strict with how the home is, and you miss that you're serving people in the home that you are keeping, right? So we want to make sure that we're not just keeping our home, but we're making our home, right? And that comes with a heart of servitude. So first thing is that we have to have a vision for our home and our family. Every home needs a vision. So think to yourself, what do I want my home to represent? Is it peace? Is it joy? Is it hospitality? Is it a safe space and a conductive space for my children to grow? So when you have a vision, homemaking, it stops feeling like this endless list of tasks, and it starts to really feel like a ministry. And you begin to see your cooking, your cleaning, your organizing as a way to serve that vision. So for me, before I got married, I had a vision for my home. It wasn't just the cooking, the cleaning, but it was more so the experiences. I wanted my family to have memories, to remember certain traditions, like, oh, I remember growing up and my mommy did this and that. I thought about even things like, that's why I really started to go into things like food presentation. I think that's so cool. I'm like, oh, I can make the food look this way. And then it increases the experience. Like, okay, we can have napkins folded. We can have drinks that look like this. And just really thinking about my husband and my children, I'm like, I'm pretty sure my husband and my children are going to really enjoy these little things. It's so little, but it's like, that's what I want. Even when I think about hospitality, and I think about, how do I want people to feel when they come into my home? I want people to know the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I want them to feel welcomed. I want my hospitality to say more than just, this is a clean house, but as for me and my home, we shall serve the Lord, right? I want people to see how excellence looks like. That when a woman is in her God-given role, when she is serving the Lord, following God, this is how she thinks about other people. This is how she serves. Because to be very honest, especially after I moved into our new space, I have so many plans for our home, not because of vanity, but because I'm like, what I'm doing matters. What I am doing matters. When people come in and they even see the creativity just in the decor, and in the small details of how I thought about just small things like hiding wires, right? Putting up this wallpaper that took me forever to do. They're going to really be like, wow, this woman really put in work and effort so that I could feel comfortable in this place. That I can really look and be like, wow, this woman truly has the Spirit of God within her, because it's only the Spirit of God, right? That will really be thinking about these small things. So for you too, you need to have a vision, right? Now, the next thing, let's talk about creating a basic routine. So practically speaking, homemaking, it just becomes easier when you have a simple routine. You don't need an elaborate system. You can just start small. So think about like your morning reset. maybe make the bed, maybe open the blinds, maybe unload the dishwasher, just small things, right? Usually for me, I don't have to do as much in the morning because I do it in the evening, right? But still, just the small things. Sometimes it's setting up my daughter's Montessori shelf so that her toys are there. And I'm really bad. I'm trying to get better, like at rotating her toys so that things are fresh, because I see that once they're out for like more than 5 days, she's just looking for other things to get into. Just like small things like that, trying to make the space prepared for the day. You can just do a kitchen reset, right? After meals, you can wash the dishes, wipe the countertops, and then evening reset is just 10 minutes of tidying up before bed. Again, just clean the countertops, sweep. If you have to, usually I use a vacuum. And I start the dishwasher before we go to bed. Really simple stuff. And then I save all the heavy duty things for Saturday. Saturday morning it really depends. If I want to do something Saturday morning, I try to do something. I try to clean maybe Friday late afternoon before my husband and we go on our weekly date nights. I'll try to get as much chores as I can so that Saturday is free. Okay. And these little rhythms, they keep your home in order without you feeling like you're just cleaning all day. Okay. Now, next, let's talk about family, traditions, memories, and hosting. Homemaking is also about creating traditions and memories. So maybe it's Friday pizza night or Saturday morning pancakes, or maybe you light a candle during family dinner. These little habits, they build a sense of belonging with the family. And like I said, just think about these things. I thought about even Christmas traditions. I'm like, oh, we can make a gingerbread man. I don't know. Like for the kids, they can make their own gingerbread man cookies, or we can have like maybe a traditional winter mocktail, right? Like some type of drink that we drink every winter, or like a fall drink. Like I try to, especially Pinterest is that girl. Okay. Pinterest is that girl. If you really want some ideas, I definitely recommend to go on Pinterest. They can give you different ideas for different drinks, that like seasonal drinks that you can have so that, you know, your kids and your husband can enjoy. I think about, just different traditions, maybe like a game night every week. So I'm trying to like build up, again, we just moved, but I'm trying to build up our game repertoire. I already got Monopoly Deal, right? My husband and I, maybe we can play that. My daughter, she's still small, but when people come to my home, we can have some games. I have some Phase 10. I got some Uno. I need to get some taboo, right? Some taboo. So we have something that we can do maybe like every so often, right? Or again, just Sunday morning, especially before you go to church, you can get up a little bit earlier and create like a Sunday breakfast before you and your family goes to church. I think those are really great traditions. And also, like I said, don't forget about hospitality. Just invite your guests into your home with a warm smile, a simple meal. These things can create lasting memories. And also make sure, because some of you guys, your mama ain't tell you, when someone comes into your home, you need to always offer them some water. Okay? Would you like some water to drink? That's just basic hospitality 101, right? Make sure that if someone is staying over, that they have clean sheets. Maybe you put somewhere that you have the Wi-Fi, that you have the Wi-Fi passcode. Make sure they have clean towels. And if you guys want a whole video on what to do when guests come over and you guys like that, then make sure that you do leave a comment to let me know. Okay, so remember, if you're just starting from the beginning, homemaking is not about perfection. It's mostly about vision, having routine, and love, having a servant's heart. So start small, stay consistent, and over time, your home will become that beautiful, welcoming place that you've always dreamed of. And if you like a little bit of help, make sure that you do put in the comments if you want to learn more about homemaking and what exactly about homemaking that you want to learn about. Make sure that you leave me a comment. Okay. And if this video encouraged you, don't forget to subscribe and share with another woman who's on her homemaking journey. That's all I have to say. Talk to you guys later. Bye.